Just past 5:17 on this Tuesday morning, and with it being the 1st of March, also what we call the beginning. Excuse me, I noticed that was a little awry there. We call this the beginning of meteorological spring. Now you should go, wait, I thought the beginning of spring was supposed to be March 20th, and that's the beginning of astronomical spring. Of course, astronomical seasons, they go by the equinoxes, the solstices, the sun, and the moon. Meteorologically, just breaks it down, makes it actually a little bit more easier. So astronomical spring starts at March 20th. Meteorological spring starts March 1, runs March, April, June, and then for the 1st of July begins astronomical summer. July, August, September, etc., etc. And so that's actually why when we talk about moisture, especially when we talk about precipitation that we've picked up, you've been perhaps noticing that we go back to December 1. We've had this much rain since December 1. Well, that was the beginning of meteorological winter. And so just hope that makes everything a little less confusing. Probably not, but I'm doing my best here. 46 degrees right now, over 7th and range line. Pretty delightful start, but a wide variety of temperatures as well, as we've really spread anywhere from 27s that we're seeing in Neodesha and Parsons, Joplin, one of our warm spots there at 46, and Carthage right behind, chiming in at 44. Miami also below the freezing mark, but a 24-hour temperature change. Go back to this time on Monday, that last day of February, and still a substantial increase for what we ended our last month with. Skywatch Storm Tracker, very, very clean. This is radar being a little bit finicky there when it comes off the sweeping radar, so really no precipitation because we're going to be abnormally dry. We're clinging to a little bit of relative humidity right here, but eventually we'll be overtaken by our dry spots, and so elevated fire concerns will be the risk for really the rest of the week. Still got that low pressure system hanging off the Pacific Northwest. I think it's really not going to move. Any movement that it does have will be along the border, and things have really calmed down in the deep southeastern portion of the U.S. as well. Afternoon planner for us into the 70s, absolutely delightful. And then as we push into the nighttime hours, remaining dry, clear, and just great start to the month of March as a whole. Now, eventually, we're going to be talking about needing a little bit of rain. We'll check in with the drought monitor here in just a little bit, but we're just going to throw up wonderful temperatures all the way through the week. And it is going to be windy. The wind is not going to want to die down. That's why we're the recipient of above average temperatures. Still should only be in the 50s this time of year. So the fact that we're clocking in right now around 70, our average high should be about 54. So look at that Wednesday temperature. You see that 20 degrees above normal right there.